Hello, everyone. Welcome to the launch of 2023 Shadowmatch. We are so excited to have you with us today. Warm welcome from my side. My name is Suzanne Conradi. I'm the General Manager at the Shadowmatch Head Office, and I have the privilege of hosting today's session with you. Just a few practical arrangements. You'll see at this stage your microphone is on mute. This is just to allow the presenter to present undisturbed. Please feel free to post any questions you might have in the chat option. The Shadowmatch team will answer the questions, and we'll also have a live Q&A section at the end of the session where you can unmute your microphone. But for now, we'll just stick with the muted option. Today's session is going to have two parts. So the first part will focus on the general things that are happening in the world of Shadowmatch in 2023. And then the second part of the section will focus on the coaching platform specifically. Now, if you don't have an idea what I'm referring to when I say the Shadowmatch coaching platform, this is a platform that was developed using the Shadowmatch principles, and it's utilized specifically by coaches. It's automated, fully functional, so you're welcome to go and check it out. I'll post the website in the chat just now. It's shadowmatchcoaching.com. It's utilized by coaches, and we are launching great new developments on this. So the second part, please stick around, even if you're not familiar with the coaching platform, but that the second part will specifically focus on this. Now, without any further ado from my side, I would like to introduce Pieter de Villiers. He is the functional developer and author of Shadowmatch. He's currently the head of research and development, part of the Shadowmatch team, and he'll be taking you through the exciting developments today. So Pieter, over to you.
Thank you, Suzanne, and welcome everybody. And I hope you will have a wonderful 2023, and that the year will be good for you and for your business and for the people around you, those who you are responsible for and those who you care for. We have quite a full program, so if it sounds like I'm a bit in a hurry, I'll try to pace myself in the most mature and decent manner so that everybody keeps with the discussion. If you have questions whilst I'm talking, please post them as Suzanne said, and she and the team will then reply and help you with explaining the things that might not be very clear. The first thing, as Suzanne said, she's the general manager at the Shadowmatch office. She's responsible for coordination and managing processes and make sure that everything is done according to our plans. And she also does some specialist support to the network, especially to our consultants and those people who use the system in the world of business. And then obviously we have other specialists that work for us. Rosanne is also on the frontline team working in support of clients, but also for our consultants and those who represent our system and take the system to market as consultants. And then we have Sazel, also one of our specialist frontline team. She also does support primarily to the business world using the system. And Charmaine is responsible for coordinating the administrative things in the business, but also helping sort of first line of defense. When there's a query that comes in, Charmaine will catch the query and then either deal with it or forward it to whoever is responsible for that kind of query and who is best to engage with the person who asks the question. But Charmaine also has a second role, and that is she specializes in support to our coaches. So we've got 170 odd coaches using the coaching platform. So Charmaine is also responsible for that. Then we have a systems team, 3 programmers under the leadership of Arno, but those people are not to be reached easily. you first come to the frontline team, and then we will filter, because most of the questions we receive obviously can be done by the user. And if there's a glitch, we had a few glitches this morning. I will talk to you about that. We had a few glitches this morning, and Arno and his team sat watching the screen for anything that might appear in the log as a bug, and they fixed it live whilst the bugs happened. But I'll talk to you about that in a moment. Then on a resource, and then Krista, obviously, Krista is responsible for the finances and the invoicing and the payments, and she does all those administrative things on the finance side of the business. Lizette, my wife, Lizette is very much in support of the entire team, because she's been with Shadowmatch from a very early phase of the development. She was probably one of the first people to do a Shadowmatch worksheet when I went live with Shadowmatch 1.1.1.10a many years ago. So Lizette has got a very good understanding of the system. She was also part of the second phase development of the system, especially on the personal development programs. She did a lot of contributing work there, but she's in support of the entire team, but also responsible for social media marketing and the social media presence of the business. So that's who we are and what we do. If you have a query, obviously, if you have anything that you need to ask, send the email to our info@shadowmatch.com, and we will then reply to that email as soon as possible. Then another thing that we must just bring to your attention, we have a YouTube channel, the Shadowmatch YouTube channel. And all the training that is necessary to navigate and use the system is available as videos on the channel, either whiteboard videos or videos in the form of a presentation that one of our key people did to explain some of the functionalities and how to use and optimize the use of the system in the market. And there are many of these. And if you can't find them, please send an email, info@shadowmatch.com, and we will send you a list of the themes of the videos and also with the links to the videos where you can find them. A few new things that'll happen, that has happened in the Shadowmatch world 2 years ago, 2021. We went live early 2021. We went live with a coaching system. The coaching system is an entire automated Industry 4 type coaching platform that coaches use to help optimize the success and the fulfillment of individuals' life. Remember, it's not a therapy system. It's not for therapy, it's for coaching. It's got, from today onwards, there are 31 coaching programs on the platform. So this starts from career coaching, fulfillment coaching, 20 PDPs, study method coaching, and 8 different types of relationship coaching. So it's an entire new business opportunity for individuals who would like to build a business as a coach. Then we have one change to, it's almost, it borderlines a principle change. We must protect the credibility of Shadowmatch. And it's not that easy, dear participants and delegates. It's very difficult, because what people do is they want to catch the system out, and then they do worksheet after worksheet after worksheet after worksheet to see if they can eventually score 10 out of 10 for the conceptual questions. And the bad side of this is, in the majority of cases, when people do the worksheet now and they get, let's say, 6 out of 10, and they're unhappy and they redo it, they get 4 out of 10. It's just mind-boggling how they get less of those questions correct when they do it a second time a day or two after the first one. So these are some interesting facts. But what we have done is, to protect the credibility of the system, is we have a waiting period of either 12 months or 8 months on an active coaching program. In other words, you have been in an active coaching process, and after 8 months of active coaching, and certain phases being reached that the system manages, you can redo the worksheet. or you have to wait 12 months, normal waiting time, or you have to complete a PDP. Once you have completed a completed personal development program, the system allows to redo the worksheet, because that takes normally about 6 to 8 months. Now we've changed that. The general waiting time now is 11 months instead of 12 months. And let me explain to you why. We had requests from the world of business, and that is that they have a cycle of performance management. So every year they do a performance management review. And during that year, they expect some of the performance management agreements are that people must take ownership of self-development. And then they want to, at the end of that year, redo the Shadowmatch worksheet so that they can see how the development changed their habits over the last year. But then what happens is there's a waiting time. Now in month 11, they start with the performance reviews, but now the reviews must wait for the 12 months of redoing the Shadowmatch worksheet, and we've now changed it. So the standard waiting time is now 11 months. Just want to get that out of the way so that we have it clear in our understanding of how and why we have changed it. It was by request from the business sector for us to change that, and we thought about it, and we did a little bit of work on the data, and we came to the conclusion that 11 or 12 months won't have a major impact on the result of the worksheet. Then next on our list of information for this afternoon at the start of the new year is that we want to set a culture of Wednesdays between 3 and 4, it's Shadowmatch time. So all our webinars and our information sessions, all our training, all the support that we provide in a collective form to our coaches, to our users, our everybody that's part of the family, the community of Shadowmatch, we take Wednesday afternoon 3 to 4. So the question is, why Wednesday? I don't know. I don't know why Wednesdays, but that's Wednesdays now. 20 years ago, I would never have agreed on a Wednesday because I played golf on a Wednesday, but now I don't play golf on a Wednesday anymore. So we have these regular information sessions, and obviously what we need to do is just to show everybody where can we find the program for the year. I'm going to show you where to find it, and bear with me for a second. I'm just going to share my screen for 20 seconds and then come back again. So if you go to the Shadowmatch information page, or what I refer to as the Shadowmatch library, you will see that there in the right top corner, Events 2023. This is where you will find all the events for the year, and all the information about the events are there. So, but then on all the landing pages, on the shadowmatch.co.za, where you log in, on the right-hand top corner, you will see that the events tab is there. And if you click on it, obviously it takes you to a secondary page where all the events are then in a calendar format available. And if you click on any of these, as you see there, we are now there. And if you click on it, you'll see that the system opens the information about the event on that day. And it also provides you with a link to join the Zoom session and the event from your calendar or from that information page. So it's just important to remember that if you would like to see what is on our calendar, there it goes. February, March is quite full. You will see that March has got 5 Wednesdays. That means we have 20% more work during March than the rest of the months. So that's where you get it, and all the information we will publish. Obviously, we will also remind our users and our coaches about these events and what is on the agenda, so that we do not have some of our individuals who miss out on these events. But now remember, dear Shadowmatch community members, once the event has gone, in other words, you've missed it, don't worry, relax, don't worry. We record them. And now tomorrow afternoon or Friday, you will see that if you go into today's date, that link will obviously, you can't join the meeting anymore because the meeting is now gone. But there will be a recording of that session available. So if you can't make it for one of these sessions and it is important to you, don't worry, relax. We record the sessions and we will then make them available on the calendar so that you can go back and find the information and the webinars there and then look at it in the time that suits you best. Next on our discussion list for this afternoon is we want to expand our service to everybody. Now, dear everybody, Shadowmatch provides a huge number and volume of service offering to people. But the problem is that I said to one of our officers in the United States the other day, one of our consultants there, the problem is that people do not use the value of Shadowmatch because they haven't seen it and they haven't experienced it. And unless they see and experience it, they don't know that it's there and how great it is. So what we have decided is that we will run an initiative through the year of 2024, see how it goes, but 2023, obviously 2020, this year, 2023, see how it goes. And I think we have a 99% chance that we would repeat the same, not in the same format, but sort of the same pattern next year. But this is what we will do. We want to involve the community and we have community initiatives, but we will, in every newsletter that we send out to our users, there will be a bonus. Let me give you an example. Don't hold me to this, but this is an example that we might for the exam period say to our business clients, children of your employees can buy their study report at a 40% discount for the month of May, something like that. And then HR can decide, do we want to forward this discount on to our people? They can buy it on their portals or on shadowmatchreports.com, but we will communicate the information. Or don't we want to allow this to go through to our employees? Whatever the HR position is, we will work through the structures of the business. But what we want to do is we want to create a special service offering of a discount that provides additional value to the employees of a company, the individuals. And we will run the same with our coaches. The coaches must now, please don't feel you are now in the cold. Wait. We just need programming time. Just give us sort of 6 weeks. We have a great plan for the coaches to expand their coaching businesses in order to sign up customers. And I will explain it to you in one of the coach meetings. So what we want to do is we want to expand the service offering through the channels of discounts and sometimes even a free a gift from us to clients and to whoever is part of the Shadowmatch community. But you must keep in mind that discounts is good, but freebies do not build a business. But that's fine. You understand that. As business people, you understand what I'm saying. So we want to expand. We will offer discounts, regular discounts through the year. Every one of our newsletter will cover one of these special discounts and service offerings to companies and their employees, or whoever we might decide what the discounts might be, or the offering is. And then last on this part of our discussion, in other words, the overall Shadowmatch calendar for the year, is that we will again run 4 community webinars. Now, dear delegates, we had during 2022, we ran the 4 parenting webinars. So for those, we had people who obviously attended, and the videos have been watched by many afterwards. This year, our theme for the webinars is relationships. And I've built a model, a relationship model that is in my book on page 40 to 50 somewhere, Shadowmatch, the full story. And we have 4 relationship frames: love relationships, friendship, business, and security relationships. We will put these 4 relationships up as community service offerings for free. So anybody can join these sessions. It'll be a bit of a sort of a dead straight information session without the emotional content that sometimes go with relationships. So it'll be a bit of a factual thing and a statement of this is the model and this is how relationships in the research that we have done work. So, and then as anybody can join, and the purpose of this is to provide a service to the community in terms of the offering that Shadowmatch has on a broad level, so that more people can benefit from the value that we have built and we have given our lives to make it live and to turn it into a workable platform. With that, Susanne, I'm going to hold for a second back to you, because next will be for the coaches.
Thank you so much, Peter. Thank you for sharing the very exciting content. Yeah, this year should just happen. I'm glad we're at the end of January already. We're so excited to share these valuable things with you. So please keep an eye out on the newsletters so that you don't miss one of these great opportunities, great offerings, great discounts that we'll be sharing throughout the year. Now, this concludes the first part of the session. We'll now shift the focus to the coaching platform. As we said in the introduction, if you've never heard the term coaching platform, please stick around and then you'll see the great value that is out there, automated, ready for action. But if you are a coach, please stay online. It's very important for you to stay for the next part of the session. And we're excited to hear what you're going to share, Peter. Back to you.
Thanks, Susanne. Dear everybody, now it's time for us to discuss the coaching platform and the things that happen there. But first of all, just a great word of thanks to our development team, Arno and Julian and Martin. This is a major, but a major development. Now you must keep in mind, dear everybody, that in IT it works like this. If you build something in the alphabet from A to Z, and you build something that is applicable to M, in other words, MNO, that M, and you make it live, it breaks the things on B and on C and on G and on Z, and you can't figure out why. So please be patient with our team. They've tested this thing thoroughly, but the bugs just come through, and we have fixed, I think, and I don't want to lie, but I think they had, when they went live, immediately 100 bugs on the list, and then they kill them one every 10 minutes, but that's 1,000 minutes. So just bear with us, So we'll fix it. And if they come in, and if you find anything that doesn't work, just send it to us and to info@shadowmatch.co. They will probably see it before you send the mail, because what they've done is they build a lock, and if there's a bug in the system then alarms them that there's a bug somewhere. But sometimes it can just happen that it slipped somewhere between the cracks, and maybe they think they have fixed it, and then it still happens. So bear with us, but there won't be many. They will fix it. So for the Shadowmatch coaches, this year we have post-advanced certificate training. We have question and answer sessions. We will try to put together live coaching with 3 or 4 relationships, and the post-advanced certificate in coaching, Shadowmatch certificate for Shadowmatch coaches, is very much focused on relationship coaching and the complexities of relationships, but there are other topics also. We have one session a month for the months from February to November. It's 10 sessions, and you get your certificate by attending all 10 these sessions. It's for free. So if you send an email and ask, what does it cost? This is the answer. It's for free for the Shadowmatch coaches on the platform. But remember, you must be on the platform. It's not open for everybody in the street, because then we actually work against our coaches, because they are on the platform, they understand the principles, and now we open it to all. So it's for our Shadowmatch coaches. But there's a certificate training and there's an advanced certificate training. But what if you haven't done that? Relax, just catch up. Send an email to Charmaine or send an email to info@Shadowmatch and say, Peter said that I can catch up on the certificate training and I can catch up on the advanced certificate training. And Charmaine is then in control of that part of the coaching programs, and she will show you how to catch up. You can send info@shadowmatch.com or coaching@shadowmatch.com. Both these emails will be attended to you as we get them as a group. But now what happened in the meantime is the relationship coaching, as I said, has been made live very recently. And I'm going to share with you how it works. Bear with me and stay with me. So we're going into the coaching platform. I think I'm still logged in. I hope I am still logged in. Let's see. I invite a new client. The system hasn't logged me out. Here's the invitation for the new client. I click, you can see here, career coaching, study method coaching, fulfillment coaching, personal development. There are 20 under this heading. There are 20 topics of habits that you can coach a person on. And then under this topic, there are 8 relationship coaching programs. So we click there. The system then says, this now changes. There will be 2 people in this coaching, in these coaching sessions. So let's see what happens. I have an email here, Marcus. No, come on. No. Let's see what happened. Marcus at peterdevilliers.co.za. Let's see if I didn't make a mistake. Susanne, if you see a mistake, let me know. It's Marcus. And the surname is Willemse. It was a bit of a work for me to do all this. The second person in this relationship is Cronje. Cronje, no. Cronje at Peter I'm still online at peterdevilliers. peterdevilliers.co.za. The name is Cronje. The last name is, what did I call him? Van Zyl. If it's not spelled this one is spelled that way. And then I can make a note to them and say, as discussed. Now, these individuals already have worksheets that are completed. But now keep in mind, if they don't have a worksheet that they have completed, the system will send them an invitation and say, your coach asked you to be on a coaching program for relationships, but there's no worksheet, completed worksheet, recent worksheet for you. So you need to do it first. But these 2 individuals have got completed worksheet, and there it says the invitation has been sent successfully. So now these individuals have been invited to do the Shadowmatch worksheet. Now, if we, I just want to refresh and see if I get the emails in. There we have an email for Marcus. So Marcus has got an email as discussed. That's my note that I just made. Peter de Villiers has requested you to start a relationship coaching program with Cronje van Zyl. Remember, the relationship type has not yet been decided on or set. So this is now just, we now start, it's relationship coaching. We'll decide what the relationship coaching, the specific program, a bit later. And then it says to start the coaching program, you will need a completed Shadowmatch worksheet. If you have completed the Shadowmatch worksheet in the past, it will be used for the coaching program. So it says that if you have one, it will be used for the program. Accept the program, and the system then says that he has accepted the program. Thank you for accepting the request. You can now close this tab or perform any of the actions below. And smart. The system says, if you want to do anything, go to your Shadowmatch results, buy your career report just for the fun of it, or buy your study report, go to my portal dashboard. So in other words, I want to be in my personal portal at in Shadowmatch system, or go to my coaching and development login required. That we won't do now. So now we go back and we say, but what happened to the other person? Dear Cronje, let's see what happened here. The same email was sent to Cronje. Peter de Villiers asked you, accept the coaching program. And the system now triggers the coaching program to be in motion. Now, we go back to the coaching program. It logged me out. I will now just log out and log in again. I will log in and let's see what happens then. We log in with that username and that password. Let's see. Can you see there? Cronje van Zyl has got that dot next to his name, and Marcus Willemse has got that dot next to his name. What happens now? It says that we now need to decide, activate the relationship coaching program. You will need to specify the relationship between Marcus Willemse and Cronje van Zyl. This will be a friendship relationship coaching program that I will activate for them. And the system says I have activated the relationship coaching program for them. Let me just think a bit. And there we have Marcus Willemse and Cronje van Zyl are now in a relationship coaching program. Now we say, good. They have now been sent an email to say, guys, your relationship coaching for friendship has been activated by your coach. Now the work starts, and the work says, there's the mind work. All our coaches will know how this works. The mind work is now, this is what you have to do. And Marcus is in red and Cronje is in this funny color, which I forgot the name. I think in my life it's pink, but I don't think that's correct. So it's that color, that you'll see it on the screen. So it's Cronje is in that color and Marcus is in red. So now I can now send either a reminder to Marcus if I see that Marcus is now not getting on with the thing, or I can send a reminder to Cronje separately. I can set a date and a time for the coaching, for our first coaching discussion, or I could say I want to meet the clients separately, which is not advised. I'll explain it during the training. It's not advised because the other client, the other person can now say, but you are now taking their side, blah, blah, blah. So rather see them. But if it so happens that we just want to catch all the requests that we might get in future. If we go to the meet phase, there are some guidelines and advice for the coach. And if we go to the move, once we have met, we now say, okay, but there's nothing at the end of your first coaching session, and the advice is there. And now the actions that they need to take can be captured there, and we can either just save it, send it and move on, or activate these move actions to the client, to the individuals, or activate the next phase. But we can manage our appointments with these individuals normal as the system works. We can make notes. You will see that only the coach see the notes. Here, only the coach see the appointments, unless it's been confirmed by them, then they obviously see it in their diaries. but here the coach and the client see this. And we are waiting for them to do their mind work as soon as possible. I'll show you now. So now at the end, if you have to coach people, let's say in a work relationship, and it's a professional thing that you do for a business where two people can't see eye to eye, let me give you advice. Do the score sheet. Do the performance evaluation. This is optional. It's not compulsory. Relax. It's not a compulsory thing. It's optional. But the advice is that you must rather do it to protect yourself as the coach. So now we can score Cronje and Marcus separately in terms of their preparation for the coaching session and for the coaching work. And the system then remembers the score, and eventually you can have a history as you have made progress with your coaching. You have a history of how they did on the coaching system. Let's have a look at the inbox. Let me just move a bit away. You will see that the coaching program has now sent to Marcus an email and said to Marcus, one of your, dear Peter de Villiers, to me as the coach, one of your coaches, Marcus Willems, has completed their Shadowmatch worksheet and is ready to start with their coaching. Good, I'm happy with that. It also told me that the other one has done the same, so both my clients are ready. And then now to the clients, to Cronje and to Marcus, the system said, this is your mind work, guys. You've got to do it. Your coach is going to ask you questions about this. This is your mind work, and you as a coach can view the mind work that they do on the coaching platform. There it sits right at the top, exactly the same as the mind work they got to prepare. And this is working with similarities round 1. Sounds like a boxing match. Okay. Then we have the same email that was sent to the other person in the relationship. This was sent to Cronje. This was sent to Marcus, and it says, Marcus, in preparation for your first coaching session in this relationship coaching around friendship coaching with Cronje, your coach wants to discuss this content. Please prepare. And once you have decided to prepare it, go to your portal and capture your notes. Once the notes have been captured, the notes will come through to your meet session, and the move actions will then you will see the notes that they have made under the mind work. It'll appear, and then you can schedule your meeting with them. So this is it. It's fantastic. I think it's a great opportunity for us to build a new part of our businesses. And with that, Susanne, if there are not questions, obviously there might be, but it'll be on the video. So go check out the video if you didn't follow with full attention. Susanne, back to you, and thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you so much, Peter. Finally, we saw the relationship coaching live, ready. As you saw, it's there. You can click, go and invite anybody to do the relationship coaching. It's ready for action. So from our side, a big thank you for joining us today. We always appreciate your time and your loyalty immensely. We look forward to seeing you in many sessions throughout the year. Reminder of the events calendar that you saw earlier in the session. Please go and look at the events that you would like to add to your diary. There is an option to import it into your own calendar of choice. Please keep a lookout for the newsletters to not miss the discounts, the offerings, all of the special things we'll be launching throughout the year. But just to conclude the session, formally, I'm going to stop the recording. Please don't run away. You're welcome to stay on for the Q&A section. We're just not going to add that to the recording, that if someone wants to watch this, they have the information short and concise. Thanks for joining us.